sorting your CV feels slow and outdated, this episode's for you. Today, we're chatting with Oneflick about how retailers can assess real people, not just paper credentials, using video first, AI powered hiring, plus an exclusive Retail NZ member offer you won't want to miss. Kia ora, I'm Carolyn Young, Chief Executive of Retail NZ. I'm joined today by Sachin Bhatia, who is the founder of Oneflick. Kia ora and welcome, Sachin.
Thanks for having me.
Look, what hiring challenges are retailers facing right now, and how does Oneflick help solve faster than traditional recruitment issues?
So, if you look at it, retailers today face three major hiring challenges. First, high staff turnover. So, in retail, it can be anywhere above 50% annually. That means hiring is not just a one off event, it's constant. Second, time pressure on store managers. So, store managers are already juggling with sales targets, roster, stock, and customer service. And when they have to hire someone sitting down to screen hundreds of CVs or sometimes thousands these days, it's just is not realistic. And the third one is poor candidate visibility. A CV doesn't tell you how someone communicates, how their energy level is, or whether they will connect well with the customers, which is critical in retail. And that's where Oneflick changes the game. Instead of posting a job, waiting a week, and then screening hundreds of applicants, retailers can instantly access candidates who are already on Oneflick with their recorded short video introductions. Our AI generates a summary and role fit insights, so manager can shortlist in minutes rather than hours. So in simple terms, we help retailers cut screening times by up to 90%, see personality and communication before the first interview, and hire faster without relying solely on job ads. So it makes hiring faster, more human, and far less admin heavy, which is exactly what busy store teams need.
And look, I think when you think about a video and you're thinking about retail, to your point, retail is about customer service. It's about engaging and talking with people. So being able to see someone visually and see how the energy they bring and how they might present themselves to customers as part of your screening process would certainly be enhance that recruitment process. So it's a really great idea. But I wonder, Sachin, if you can tell us a little bit about how your video-first AI-powered approach, how will that help retailers assess the right candidates beyond what a CV can show?
So if you look at retail, hiring is not just about experience. It's also about energy, communication, and customer presence. And that's exactly a CV fails to show. A CV can tell you where someone has worked, but a CV cannot tell you, how their personality is, what is their energy level, how do they communicate. And that's where a short video tells you how they will show up on the shop floor. So with Oneflick's video-first approach, retailers can immediately say how confidently a candidate communicates, what is their personality and enthusiasm, their customer-facing presence, language clarity and professionalism. So these are things you normally only discover in a first interview, which means we effectively move that insight to the very start of the process itself. On top of that, we have our AI powered summary and role fit scoring that helps retailers quickly understand relevant experience, availability, work eligibility, suitable for specific retail roles. So instead of spending hours reading CVs and then scheduling interviews, just to get a feel for someone, managers can make faster, more informed shortlist in minutes. In simple terms, they can get real insights and they can hire faster and smarter. So recently I saw on news that there was one role which received about 2,500 applicants. So imagine the effort that is required to manually go through all that volume. Even if you spend just about 1 minute per CV, that's over 40 hours of just screening time nonstop for one role. So that is the reality retailers are facing today. So we make it a lot more faster and smarter for retailers to hire talent.
It's very true. And what we do know, especially with young people, is that we spend a lot of time on our phones, right? And that has, I think, diminished the ability for us to interact with people. But in retail, it's so critical. So getting a sense of how someone might be in store, as you say, will shorten and truncate that time of who you might interview and why you might interview them, because we've all had situations where on paper someone seems like a perfect match. You get them in for an interview and they were like nothing like what you expected, whereas this gives you the flexibility of both, right? You get to see how someone presents themselves as well as having the basic data around experience and previous roles and, you know, what that might mean in terms of the actual skill set that they'll bring. So I think it's really great. But what I am really excited to hear about is an offer that you've got for Retail NZ members. Tell us about that.
Absolutely. We wanted to make this partnership genuinely valuable and low risk for the Retail NZ members. So we are offering an exclusive 30-day free trial. So which means the members get full access to Oneflick platform, including access to ready-to-work candidates with video profiles, AI-generated candidate summaries with role-fit insights, and the ability to shortlist and connect directly with candidates. And there is no long-term commitment during the trial. So the idea is simple. We want retailers to experience how much faster and easier hiring can be before making any decision. So in 30 days, most retailers will typically go through at least one hiring cycle. And that's enough time to see how much screening time is reduced, how quickly they can shortlist, and the quality difference when you see candidates before interviewing them. So we are confident that once retailers experience hiring without job ads, without endless CV screening, and without weeks of waiting, it becomes hard to go back to the traditional way. So the trial is about removing friction and showing retail and then members what modern retail hiring can look like.
Amazing. So don't forget to go to www.oneflick.nz and there'll be a banner below us just indicating what that looks like. So look, thank you so much for joining us today, Sasha. And it's been a pleasure to speak with you and hear how Oneflick is supporting retailers to speed up their recruitment process and I guess offer that AI experience and modern exposure to what recruitment could look like.
Thank you for having me. It's been a pleasure.
Excellent. Look, I hope everyone enjoyed this episode and don't forget to visit www.oneflick.nz to find out more. This video was part of our Empowering Retail series, your go-to resource for short, actionable insights to make your business go to the next level. Watch out for our other episodes and don't forget to subscribe. Until next time, ka kite anō. Bye for now.